All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another video. Black woman brags about white neighborhood. Then this happened. Video about rich by design. Hey, so listen, the setup for today is a lot different. We're going no camera. We're going COTA logo on the top left. We're gonna be moving like this for a little while, Let's just, let's. I kind of fucks with it, I like it. I like it. I like going faceless. I get to just do whatever the fuck. You can't tell whatever emotion, whatever facial expression I'm making, but you can probably tell by how I'm speaking, how I feel. All right, let's get to it though. I ain't gonna lie, before we start this video, when I saw the thumbnail, not when I saw the thumbnail, but when I saw the preview, on PC you can hover over the video and see like a couple seconds of a preview. It pissed me off. So I was like, oh yeah, I know I gotta react to this video today. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Well, don't comment yet because you don't even know what's going on. Go ahead and do like and subscribe for more content for my videos to pop up on your For You page and whatnot some more. And let's get to it.
Now, y'all know I've been talking about leaving the East Coast, which I did, and now I'm over here on the West Coast. And I'm going to tell you what's crazy. There are hardly no black people over here. There's only
Okay.
two black people in my whole development, and I've only seen one black person, and that he works at Publix. I'm in a 99% white town, white
Okay.
community, and it's quiet, it's clean, it's peaceful, ain't no damn interruptions, disturbances, or discrepancies. Why in the hell can't we be like that in the black damn neighborhood?
You know what's crazy? Everything she just mentioned and listed off, I experienced living in my little black part of town, bro.
I'm saying, bro. I don't know why she must have lived in the hood, gang. She must have lived in the projects. And so of course you're gonna see the worst of the worst in such a manufactured environment. Like we wouldn't if like bro, it just goes so much deeper than just, oh, the black people, they just loud and rowdy. They let it start trouble, stir up trouble, shit like that. Like, bro, the environments that a lot that they're in the projects in the hood, that environment was manufactured. Whether that be the CIA planting drugs, whether that be the guns, whether that be the gangs, that was all manufactured. That's not a part of our culture. That's not a part of our community. And that it's just sad to see that this old lady still subscribes to that anti-black, raccoonish type ideology. It's really sad to see, but I can understand why not why, but I can understand how she thinks the way she thinks, because she's a little bit older, so she was alive during the time where this stuff was like more aggressive. I want to say you could even argue that it's more aggressive now. Like, people are getting bolder now because the president and shit. He be on that same time. But back then, it was just nasty. It was just nasty. So I can understand why the brainwashing hasn't worn off of her yet, especially if she hasn't been around people that are just like uplifted black people and whatnot. She only been around, and she had to have only been around the projects in the hood and whatnot. That had to have been her environment growing up. It's like that's the only thing I can think of. Because would she say that, is she a dirty person? Is she a loud and rowdy person? No, she wouldn't think that she was. She wouldn't think that she was. So that's just an example right there as to, like, just because the neighborhood is predominantly black does not mean it's just automatically gonna be just loud and rowdy and whatnot. She had to have just been in them projects in the hood somewhere. Let's continue, bro. That's the part that made me mad. I don't rewatch the intro like a couple of times. I've been trying to get my audio and shit correct, and it's like, bro.
Neighbor across the street is a retired dentist. My neighbor to my right, he is a CPA. It's quiet. Ain't nobody walking around just doing dumb shit. It's a real pleasant place to live. We got a park by me, bro. Like, bro, black people be our own worst enemies sometimes.
I don't like this. I don't like this blanketed statement either. Does black people is our worst enemy sometimes? No, we are not our worst enemies. Do not ever think like that. I don't like statements like that because I don't like the mindset that comes behind it. Because people who think like that, they will interact with a fellow black person and then have like these thoughts in the back of their mind, or these prejudices in the back of their minds, as like, oh well, this person, other black person he could possibly be like against me as well and shit like that. Like it's just like, bro, it's just a troubling statement altogether. If you know what I'm trying to say. I hope I'm explaining it correctly, but that like, bro, that's I don't like that. I don't like those types of statements. Like, oh, black people be our worst enemy. Obviously, there are some things that we can obviously work on. There's things that everybody can work on in any community. So we're not gonna do that.
Crazy work, bro.
It's a damn shame we have to move to the
That
other
statement is kind of raccoonish, in my opinion.
side of the world just to get and be
Wait, is my mic working? Okay, yeah. Okay, I had to make sure. My mic is working.
and live the way life was meant to damn be. And that's sad. And I've never lived around white people before, and I got to actually say it's very pleasurable. Messy.
Now, as you can imagine, she received a whole lot of backlash
Of course,
from her words about living in a predominantly white community.
of
And
course,
you
of
know,
course.
when I listened to her talk, I wasn't too happy about what she says because she sounds like basically every white person who doesn't like black people. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. She has an update for us, though.
I'm going to tell you something. It's a damn shame how many black people are coming in my box talking shit to me because I am actually happy that I am living in a neighborhood that is
No. See, this is where we're gonna break that shit down. Cause nobody is talking shit because you're happy. Stop twisting that shit. They talking shit because you talking down on your own people. Saying that just because we black, we can't have a peaceful neighborhood and shit like that. That's what you saying. That's why they is talking shit to you. They're not talking shit to you because you happy. They don't give a fuck if you're happy. I don't give a fuck if you're happy. I mean, obviously, I would prefer you to be happy type shit. I would prefer everybody to be happy, anybody to be happy. But that's just not on my list of like concerns. It's just the fact that you just try to down like and like dishonor all like our community as a whole, our black community as a whole, saying things like that. That blanketed statement, like to have a nice peaceful neighborhood, you must live with majority 90% goddamn white people. That's basically what you're saying. That's why people are offended, and that's why people are chewing you out in them comment. Goddamn, and that's why people are chewing you out in them comment sections.
clean, beautiful, clear, quiet. And it just so happened to be around nothing but white people. And I got
Yeah, I could go outside and do the same shit, and my neighborhood is full of black people. It's diverse. It's full of everybody. Like, come on, bro.
black people trying to make me feel bad because I wanted to raise my son in an environment where I don't want him thinking smoking crack and being a prostitute and then keeping your neighborhood dirty and dry right.
That's project shit. That's hood shit. No matter the race, you're gonna find those things in hood environments and projects where the shit was manufactured and whatnot. So you think what comes with being black, what comes with a predominantly black neighborhood, automatically it's just drugs, it's prostitutes, it's all this crazy, horrendous shit. This is why people are chewing you out because you at this old ass age. Well, I ain't gonna say all that. Let me not do that. Let me not insult. Let's not do that. You at this seasoned age and you still believe this bullshit. You still subscribe to this bullshit propaganda. That's really what's pissing everybody off, and that's what pissed me off. That's what made me react to this video. Let's continue, y'all.
Around disturbing the peace and with your pants up under your ass and you're walking around wearing fucking bunnies and being a bunch of fucking dirty foot whores and your bad ass fucking kids is normal. Look at my
Look at this nastiness coming from her. Look at this expression as she describing black people, bro. Look at her expression. So tense and just so like nasty. Like she's scolding, like she's just so disgusted. This the type of people, like, bro, this is why everybody is talking crazy to you. Look how you talking about your own community. You a raccoon, ma'am. You a raccoon. It is what it is. That's tough.
look at my damn son. Look at my child. My child is living.
And it's so bad because now he has to grow up and she's just gonna fill his brain with this same ideology, with the same raccoonish, the same self-hating ideology, you know?
the fucking life, and you think I'm wrong for that?
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's
That is not why they calling you out.
how you say it. You sound like the black dudes who, when asked, why do you only date white women? Instead of saying what they like about white women, they say what they hate about black women. See, you could have said you like your neighborhood because of this, that, and the third, and never mention anything about the black community. You could have did that for
I'm
sure,
saying.
but you chose not to, and that's why you got the backlash. Now look,
I'm
I
saying.
gotta warn y'all, it gets worse from here.
Oh
That
my God.
move to the white neighborhood, become a self-hating black person pipeline is real. I'm dead serious. It gets worse from here.
And another thing, you think I'm gonna let y'all broke down Tonka truck minded motherfuckers make me feel bad for wanting to live
What
better?
the fuck does that even mean? What does it mean to be Tonka truck minded? Somebody let me know in the comments. That's some terminology I'm not familiar with.
You think I'm gonna let you goddamn foot draggers, goddamn underbrain developed motherfuckers make me feel bad for wanting to have peace in my life? If you want to keep your saggy pant bunny wearing asses in the fucking hood,
Wow.
acting like a bunch of mindless buffoons, and keep your motherfucking ass there, because the world that live like this want y'all to stay over there. So
Wow.
don't
What you
fuck
mean
with
by
me
that?
because I
What
want
you
that
wait, what you mean by that? What she mean by that? Let's run that back.
live like this, acting like a bunch of mindless buffoons, and keep your motherfucking ass there, because the world that live like this want y'all to stay over there.
What you mean by the world that lives like this? So she has completely just indoctrinated, like she really thinks she's become one with the white community, y'all. Wow. Insane. Cause we all know that's what she means. We know she means white people. Like, come on now, bro. This is just so sad. This is just so sad, bro. And it might be it's just too late. I ain't gonna lie. Well, it's never too late. But gang, when you get to this age and you still believe something so like so passionately, hey man, it is what it is. It's tough. And this little boy right here, he's gonna be the one suffering the most.
So don't fuck with me because I want that little boy back there under the water having a good time, happy. Are you fucking nuts? And
Can't do that shit in a black neighborhood. Man, get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit.
that's the problem, because a lot of black people think that living like that is normal. I'm here to tell you, the ghettos are not normal. Living like that is not fucking normal. That lets me know you got a mental arrested development and you
Well,
need.
she just let us know that she's talking about the ghetto. That I knew it. Like in the beginning, I said she must have grown up in the hood, in the projects, in the ghetto, and shit like that. Hey, so she thinks that she thinks that black people only exist in ghettos and shit. That's what the CIA wanted. But you know, we working our way back. We progressed so much. You know, we're not limited to being just in the ghettos and in the hood and project and shit. We in nice neighborhoods and calm, peaceful neighborhoods now. Like, come on, bro.
Help and prayer. Message.
Now, look, after watching this video, how can you come to the conclusion as a logical minded black person that this particular black woman doesn't hate herself and everyone
I'm
else who looks
saying.
like her? Because the rhetoric that she is spewing out sounds just like the rhetoric that you would hear from any of these MAGA black people that you see on the internet these days. How's she any different? But guess what? It gets
I'm
worse.
saying.
I'm so sick
Damn.
of some of our black people. Y'all so fucking rowdy, and you act like a bunch of fucking buffoons. Some of y'all women go out with shirts that look like bras and underwear, and your shorts look like fucking underwear, and your men, you walk around here with your pants up under your ass. No integrity, no damn you're just disrespectful. Keeping the community dirty.
Disrespectful to who? Who the fuck is that disrespecting? Like, if you want to, let's if you want to sag a little bit, because sometimes sagging adds swag. Sag adds swag. If you're not, obviously, I don't mean you pull your pants all the way goddamn down, bro. But you know, it's a limit. It's people that are into fashion, we know there's like a little bit of sag that adds a little bit of swag to your clothes, make it like it's like it makes it look even like looser, even more like calm, even more chill, even more effortless. That's what it makes it. That's what like the effect it gives to your outfit. Who was that disrespecting? Like, come on, bro.
And disgusting. You're going in the airports looking like a bunch of fucking buffoons. I'm
Wow.
sick of y'all. Y'all make me shame that we share the same fucking skin. You just
Wow.
don't give a fuck. I used to just advocate for us as black people and Black people like me, we got to be labeled in with y'all ass. Then you wonder why we leave the fucking community, why we go into multicultural community, because we don't want our children mimicking y'all. Messy.
Yeah, man, her pattern recognition.
Oh, bro, it's just so sad, bro. Her brain is just so goddamn closed-minded. But she said we need, like, she said something earlier about underdeveloped brains. Ma'am, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna lie. She already old game. I'm not gonna throw no insults. I'm not doing none of that. You know, it's just so sad to see.
Is off because it seems like she only sees black people displaying those type of behaviors and characteristics. I see white people who do this kind of stuff all the time. Go out in public wearing pajamas, going out in public with dirty shirts on, you know, just being degenerate all around. But she's too focused on the people that look like her to ever notice the people who don't look like her. It's like the red car effect. If I tell you to go and look for every red car when you're driving, you're gonna notice them all of a sudden when you weren't at first. But look,
Yeah.
it gets worse, bro. The self-hatred gets worse.
I
Damn.
cannot fucking believe that I just passed by and saw these damn kids in the black neighborhood kick a duck so hard that she died. And now the baby ducklings is left without their mother. When you go to these white neighborhoods and Spanish neighborhoods, their children, they nurture those animals when they see them ducks and dogs and whatever.
Now she takes one instance of a couple of kids kicking a duck, and she's gonna pin that on the entire, bro. You know how goddamn closed-minded and damn, I don't want to use the R word, goddamn, but it's like coming out. It's like on my tongue. This mindset, this way of thinking, like just to take one, like, bro, that's the most bullshit I ever seen.
Ever. But not in the black fucking neighborhood. In some of the black neighborhoods, y'all kids are so fucking vicious. And you teach them no.
Yeah, alright, for sure. For sure. Like, there's no vicious kids, goddamn white kids shooting up schools and shit. But yeah, type shit. But they nurture though. They nurture. They kind. They peaceful and shit. They, you know, type shit.
Fucking morals or nothing. Then you wonder why every fucking nation hates when black people move in their fucking neighborhood. Black people need to be fucking better. We, in some of our neighborhoods, we're dirty and we're fucking up the neighborhood and throwing trash and we're vicious and we're angry and we're destroying it and we're hurting animals and shit.
Wow.
Then you have.
I'm actually about to pull up on my phone. I'm about to look up her TikTok and like look through that shit right now. Hold on.
To say.
Now, this is why I take offense, because I'm pretty sure that was your first time ever seeing a black person harm an animal for the most part, or even kick a duck. But you went straight to this is the nigga shit. This is what black people do. But the fact of the matter is this. When it comes to crimes committed against animals, black people are not even at the top of the list. It is the people who you now live around who are at the top of the list. 60% of all of the crimes that take place against animals are committed by white folks. But you didn't know that, so you were just like, you know what, I'm angry, I'm upset, I just so happen to see some black people do some shit that's crazy. Nah, go look up the people who are raping animals, killing them, all kind of stuff. And it's definitely the people who look like the people you now live around. It is what it is. Now, to all of my black people watching me who want to get your kids into a safer environment, a cleaner community, whatever the case is, I just want you to know that it ain't gonna be all rainbows, it ain't gonna be all sunshine. Because my introduction moving into a white person neighborhood was this. I get on a bus and someone looks around and says, I didn't know this neighborhood had welfare. That was my first time dealing with one of them at the age of 13,
Wow.
dog. So it's like, yeah, bro,
Wow.
I know both sides of it. I lived in the hood and I lived in the suburbs. And man, I tell you what, bro, personally, I made a decision when I was 14 that I would never move back to one of those type of communities. That was just me personally.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go ahead on and show y'all a few, stories of people describing their experiences.
All right.
Nah, they really are weird. And like me, I could deal with it, but I don't like when it affects my kids. Like there's this one mom, she lived like 2 or 3 houses down from me, and I guess she got a babysitting business or something. And so Christina had like little kids, and she was letting me know like, oh, I'm an at-home sitter or whatever. And I'm like, oh, no, thank you. Like my kids go to private school in another city, like a city that's like 30 minutes from here where we used to live. She got so offended. I don't even think she got offended that I said I didn't need her services. I think it just bothered her that my kids was in private school. And I noticed that, like, that's a lot of conversation that I had running into these neighbors. Like, we'll walk down to, like, the ice cream spot, and they saw my kids wearing uniforms and they were like, oh, where do your kids go to school? And I tell them, like, and they just like, our schools are good. Nobody said your schools wasn't good. I just don't want to send my kids there. Like, they be feeling like having a debate about like why my kids don't go to the local school. And then like she always told her sons not to play with my kids. Fine, no problem. But when
Wow.
she started going telling the other people, the other neighbors, like a little
Telling
further down the street,
telling kids to not do kid shit, like make friends and shit. Based off like there was nothing that could have warranted you telling your kid not to interact with this other kid, this other young human being. Like, come on, bro. So shit's so sad.
not to let their kids play with my kids, that's when it became a problem. And then there's one, I was waiting on this dress from Anthropology and I had seen it got delivered and literally went outside, couldn't find a package. I think on my old page, I was like on live when I went to go look for my package. I go down, I find the picture from FedEx where the package was, and I looked at the house and I walked down to see which house it was because I knew it was a house on my street and I found the house. So I guess one of the neighbors must have called them to let them know that like some black person was knocking on their door
Wow.
because I had went back down and then I was like, oh, let me go check again. I walked back down 10 minutes later and they pull up to the house and my car was in like blocking the driveway, but there was another car in the driveway. So I thought somebody was home. Why they rolled down their window and they're like, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, where's my package? And then she looking around, she's like, oh, let me grab it. So I move my car and the husband pulls behind the other car in the driveway. Mind you, the whole interaction is strange because the husband doesn't get out the car. The woman has the son get out the car with her. The husband's sitting there with the car on. She goes inside. I don't know if like the son is going inside with her because she's scared or something, but they both come out together. Like the son didn't, I don't know, maybe he had to use the bathroom. I don't know. But why she hand me my package and my shit is open? And she
Wow.
knew it was open because she's like, oh, yeah, I've just been getting lots of packages. You know, it's back to school. Mind you, I don't know if you ever ordered anything from Anthropology, but the packaging is pink and literally says Anthropology all over it. Like, man,
So
you knew
wait,
that was
damn.
not for your child and you knew it was not for you. And the
So she knew damn well that wasn't her shit, but she just going through it being nosy, bro. Crazy.
package literally got delivered like 7 minutes before I walked down to her house to go get it. Then I go sit in my car and the two of them get back in the car with the husband and I'm just sitting in my car and they're just sitting in their driveway in the car, like waiting for me to pull off. And I'm just like, did they just drive back here because one of these neighbors, because they didn't have no ring like cameras or nothing. And I'm like, did they just drive back here because one of these neighbors called them? Like, I've had so many weird interactions in this neighborhood, like it's not even funny. And like when we first moved here,
17.
when we was unpacking our stuff, like the neighbors just would come outside and sit on their porch and stare at us, like stared at us bringing our stuff inside, like for like 3 days straight. Would literally just be sitting on their porch staring at us. And then as soon as we finish, they'll go inside and then they'll come back outside, like when we back outside.
I'm 13 years old, maybe 14 years old, and one of my neighbors is selling pit bull puppies, right? $200 a pop. My people ain't got that type of money, so I say, Daddy, can I use the lawnmower so I can raise money, I can save money and all that kind of stuff? So boom, I'm campaigning, I'm knocking on people's doors and stuff with the lawnmower on deck. Knock on this one guy's door, never saw him, but he sounded clearly like a white person, and the neighborhood was 99% white. He told me if I don't get off of his porch, he will shoot me. Now, did I go home and tell my daddy this? No, I did not, because I didn't want to put him in a position where he would get locked up or possibly shot himself, because I remember what he did when I told him a white man called me the N-word. Even at that young age, I had the wisdom enough to not put my people in predicaments, right? But this is what I experienced living around them people like that, bro.
Don't do it. No. Take it from someone like me, okay? I remember having a lot of heart-to-heart conversations about my parents moving me to like a predominantly white area, and they would always be like, oh, well, we grew up in LA,
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna get into all these other examples of all this other shit that he's doing, but I just want to go back to this lady, and then I'm gonna close the video out. This lady, Marilyn Thrower, I just looked at her TikTok, and it's crazy, bro. She has about 20K followers. She has 19K and 500,000 likes. And then I went to her most popular videos. The ones that he's showing are the most popular videos, of course. And the comments, they're agreeing with her. Of course, she has reached her side, the people, the raccoons and the low key racists. She's reached that side because they all agreeing with her. There are some people that are saying shit like, oh well, this goes for us Mexicans too, or this goes for us all. This goes for other races too. Not races, all other no races like race RACES like this goes for all races and shit like that. That's what they're saying in the comments. And then there's a black woman saying I agree with this and I'm black, as if that makes it any more valid or some shit. No, it doesn't. You're both just raccoons. And then there is like also um there's also people in the comments saying louder. There's people in the comments. There's a white woman in the comments saying I'd report them because that's a federal crime. Like, but this shit is insane, bro. Shit is crazy. Like, the propaganda is still effective in 2026. This is insane. You know, this was actually in January when she posted these videos. These videos are quite old, but I'm glad that I'm seeing them rather than never seeing them. You know. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I hope y'all don't subscribe to that raccoon self-hating ideologies and whatnot. I know I can only hope for the best for y'all and shit like that. Well, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I'm done. I'm done looking at her, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Let me know how y'all feel. Click on the video that just popped up on the screen. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good. I will catch y'all next video. Stay cool. Peace out. Ha. You feel me?